Welcome back to another My Hero Academia review. Today is episode 4. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk.
I mean,
As always, we are...
season 3, episode 4.
Thanks. You're right. You got me there, buddy.
I'm just trying to help. But
Anyway, we are anime viewers only. No source material, and we'll discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. Otherwise known as what? Episode 42?
42, yes.
Alright. Anyway,
I'm ready.
yes, this episode...
This episode was nuts.
It was insane, dude. Anyway, a lot of it in the beginning is just about how Kota will one day understand heroes when one comes to save him. It was what he was told. Obviously, we knew that was basically what's going to happen because we talked about last episode where Deku's like, "Oh, what about Kota?"
Right.
And he establishes it again in this episode where they're all like, "All right, you guys run away." He's like, "No, I'll go to Kota. Everyone else go do whatever they need to do, because I have to save him." I do like. There's a lot of like irony in this episode, or like coincidence, or like Eraser's taking all the people behind to the next destination. He's like, "All right, we're gonna prepare for like surprise situations."
Right.
I was like, oh. Okay.
What a coincidence.
It's like, I feel like you're going to be dealing with that really soon.
Dude.
And of course, they learned about the attack because of the, where'd she go? Here we go. Mandalay's telepathy. She's like, hey, there's villains here. It's
Hey,
like, you guys
shit.
better.
Shit's going down.
Well,
Help.
now
Well, I mean,
we know either they have a major leak in their source of information, and they barely told anyone, so that narrows down who they could think is leaking their information. 2 is, maybe they have some villain that has supervision or something that can just...
Right. I'm going to assume it's a leak from like maybe a teacher or something. I don't think it'd be a student. That'd be wild. But I think there's like a teacher who maybe, I don't know, undercover villain or something.
like one of the higher-ups
Right.
that are in there. That, or they have like a Professor Xavier on the villain. So
Right.
Just do this and just know where everyone's at. It's like, I know where they're going. But yeah, Dobby attacks Eraser.
Dude, I did not expect that. He blasted him from point blank with his blue fire.
Yeah, because like they have targets, of course, characters on the list and stuff. I'm assuming Class B is not on their list.
Right, that's what made it. It's like, holy shit, they have a specific list. It wasn't like
obviously Deku's on it, and we know Bakugo, and probably
probably Todoroki's on it.
yes, Todoroki, and then Eraser definitely.
Well, didn't Dobby say you're not on the list? He just said
Oh.
you'd get in my way.
Maybe actually.
Yeah, he said you guys aren't the ones we want.
Oh, all right, never mind.
Well, I'm pretty sure
that.
he just,
But
take it.
they know. I guarantee they have to get the pros out of the way. So
Well,
that's
yeah.
why they insta shot Pixie Bob.
Especially
which
Aizawa, like, since his quirk, literally, if you pair Aizawa with any other hero, it's like OP as shit. Because it's basically some basic human after Aizawa's done with them.
That is true. Dobby's like, he got in there like sneakily, dude.
He did. He's
A lot of these villains, man.
maybe they have some like. Well, I mean, they do have a teleporting villain, but maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess I do have that written in my notes. It says they don't want Eraser.
Oh, it says right here.
How did I not read that? But of course, we go back to like the Pussycats, where that villain has like telekinesis with his big rod thing.
Right.
And he just yoinks them.
Yeah, he like pulls.
Mandalay, she's like
He
trying
just
to run.
pull you to him. And I guess he's just like, wow, I found this giant rock. It'll make my quirk cool. because I'll just pull them right into it.
If you get pulled into a giant rock at like high speeds,
It's gonna hurt like a bitch.
I mean that's why Pixie Bob got one-shotted.
And then the
Tiger
lizard
was super upset, dude.
Yeah, he's like, she's about to get married. How dare you mess up her face? But the lizard guy had like a giant sword thing made of a bunch of swords.
Yeah, Spinner is obviously he's a big Stain fan because fan. He didn't like know to kill Pixie Bob. He's like, would Stain do this?
That's right.
Like I'm a huge fan of Stain, and I like how Mandelay's like, oh, you're quite attractive. He just like loses all composure. It's like, he's still a villain in training, okay? Like, it cuts Spinner some slack. He's trying to figure things out. It's like, I don't know what kind of villain I want to be. And the other kind of big thing is the villain that attacks Coda happens to be the same one that killed his parents. That's the other irony things in this episode.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. We did see a quick thing where Class B was wanting to actually fight. Well, at least Tetsu. That name is so funny.
It is. I laughed when I saw it. But and also like one of the other things was when Bakugo and Todoroki were walking, they saw the mummy eating an arm, and they're like, who was ahead of us? Shoji and Tokiyami.
Dude.
Like, first of all, I'm gonna assume they're not dead. There's no way they would kill those two off screen.
Right.
Especially since they're big, like Class A people. At first I was like, Shoji, Tokiyami, who are those again? And then I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Like, I don't do well with real names. I do well with their quirk names.
Cause Shoji's the guy with like the lots of arms.
Arm fans with the eyes.
Yeah. So
ears.
dude, is that one of his arms?
I think I don't know if it is because they're not like arms that he has, but I think it could be Tokiyami's.
That would be insane.
Because it kind of looks like his arm.
That'd be that was when I saw that I was like, holy shit. He fights with the shadow,
so he doesn't really need an arm.
True.
But that or the mummy was like eating.
Yeah, he's
so I'm assuming he had more than just an arm.
I don't even know.
I
this
don't
is
know
crazy.
If it killed him off screen because like how big they are, but
I don't
if they
think
did, I'd be like, damn, that's fucking hardcore if they do. Like, I can get down with that, okay?
For real. Like, this show has been, like, minimal on, like, the deaths.
Yeah, it's usually, like, irrelevant, like, side people.
Yeah, or it's, like, people that have been dead, like...
Yeah, exactly.
But this episode, I was actually scared. I was like, holy shit.
And Ragdoll was, like, shown.
Right.
Blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah. They're like... Because who said it? Did Tiger mention it? He's like... We'll let Ragdoll take care of the like children in the forest.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he's like, the villain's like,
and then Mandalay said she hasn't responded yet, and normally she would have.
Right, and the villain's like, oh, I wonder why that is. Pans to a rock covered in tons of blood. It's like, oh
yeah, exactly
my god,
where she was directing the students.
Right. Holy shit.
I think we're actually going to be getting some death here.
I'm fearful for the...
And it's going to be like Class B and Class A people.
Yeah, I'm fearful for the Pussycats too. I feel like they would be an expendable thing for the show.
Ragdoll possibly killed off screen as well. Like,
it's...
I want to be... Like, I'm trying to think of like, who's on like a list of what could be killed and like actually...
Right.
Because they want them to be... Like, I feel like that's one of the shows, like, things the show has been lacking, like, meaningful deaths, or, like, characters that, at least to make you think characters could die. And now they're actually saying, hey, characters could die.
Yeah, they're like,
so I'm hoping they do at least kill someone. Like, obviously I don't want them to die, but at the same time, I do think it gives you that impact of, like, you fear throughout the rest of the show.
Yeah,
Kind of
it'll
like Naruto at first, you're like, oh, all these characters, and then they just killed one, and you're like, oh, okay.
right. It'll just make you be like, holy shit, this is for real now. Like,
Exactly.
especially if it was a student, that would be. I'm not saying I want a student to die, but that would be fucking crazy. Like if a student was killed, it'd be like, holy
Especially
shit.
like someone like Shoji or Tokiyama, who are in Class A, like
Yeah,
semi-important characters.
that'd be crazy.
But
But now we get to the meat and
yeah,
bones.
most of it was just the Deku and Koda against. I don't think they ever said his name. They just said he was like a power-up type quirk in like the news and stuff.
right. I don't. Maybe they might have mentioned it once. I don't see it though.
I tend to miss names a lot in most
Right.
shows, as some people will probably have learned throughout our reviews. I'll just call him Power Up Man or Muscle Man. I'll call him Muscle Man
Yeah. Sure, Muscle Man. That works.
because all his muscle fibers
That's
come out. So
weird and creepy, but you know.
you got to break them down and rebuild them so you get stronger. He just does it to the extreme.
Yeah,
where
he
they all
just
come out,
brings them
and you
out.
can use them for protection and as a weapon. Like I can see why he killed a couple heroes that use squirt guns out of their hands. But
Squirt guns. Come on, man. Don't
like-
disrespect them.
water hose, man. Water hoses don't put out super pressure. They're like, they didn't say fire hoses, all right? They said water hoses. Weak water pressure, Logan.
Come on, man. They tried their best.
And of course, he does learn that Koda was the son of him. He's like, oh, this must be fate for me to come and just finish off the family.
That's so messed up.
Like, this whole thing between Deku and him was, like, insane. Because Deku's like, all right, I'll have to use 100%. And he does it. The guy, of course, has so much muscle, it doesn't matter. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, Deku's down an arm.
Yeah, for real.
Tough
Like,
spot. He's literally trying to find how to run away because he doesn't think he can do it.
I mean, I don't blame him. He punched him legit as hard as he could, or as hard
And
as
then
he
the
thought
guy
he
was
could.
like, all right. Yeah, he was like, oh, you are kind of tough. I'll be serious now.
Yeah, he's like, this is gonna be fun.
He's like, remember how I said let's play earlier? And he was like, oh, you were just playing with me. He's like, no, I'm not.
Right. Why do you think he was looking for Bakugo? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious that him and Bakugo look similar. They have the same
But
type
they're
of...
also on the list. So, and of course, I think it has to do with like who stood out the most when they got attacked, and they were part of the stain.
That could be true. But Bakugo never fought Stain. So he'd be...
That's
I feel
true,
like
he
he'd be
didn't.
lower on the list, you know?
True, but during the first UA attack, I think he caused a decent amount of interference.
Yeah. I feel like he is...
That, or it's because he's close with Deku.
Yeah. I feel like this guy is possibly a relative of Bakugo. Just because the hair looks so similar. And kind of the attitude. I mean, his is a bit more extreme because he wants to kill people, but they're both kind of, like, aggressive, to say the least.
I guess it's true. We haven't really seen Bakugo family, have we?
Nope, we haven't. We've never seen his fame. We had a small scene where he was brushing his teeth and his, like, mom yelled at him to be
That is
quiet. But that's all that's the only thing we know about his family. I don't know if it's like, I don't think
That is
it's...
true, because at first I went to Stain, but you're right, he wasn't there. It was Todoroki. You would think Todoroki would be up there.
Yeah, Ida was up
Which-
there. Or Ida was fought Stain.
True, did it? Yeah, I think Lita was mentioned, wasn't he, from when the people were attacking the Pussycats? I don't think they called him out directly because they said the guy with the glasses.
Oh, I think maybe. I think so. I can't remember exactly. I just feel like this guy has a personal connection to Bakugo in some way.
That could be it.
And that's why he's like, I want to kill him.
Where that connection would have came across, who knows? We'll
I
find
have
out.
no
Maybe
idea.
if there is, or maybe he just chose him.
Right.
It
But
seems like they all just chose someone or something. Because we still haven't seen what the other villains are doing.
for real, they're so
There's
like
a lot of them.
this was crazy, and it was just one fight with one villain, and you're like, oh my god, we got 9 more to go.
we got so, we got so many more. All these characters are like split up doing the thing. We gotta see, like Bakugo and Totoro are gonna have to fight the mummy,
Right.
and of course, like this fight between Deku and Muscle Man was probably like one of my favorite fights so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it is my favorite fight so far. It was insane, and like the way it just finishes with Deku going to, first of all, screw 100%, 1,000,000%. Okay,
He went crazy.
like his
Well-
arm must have exploded off. Okay,
I don't think he technically went 1,000,000%. I think he was, like hyping himself up. I think he went that plus ultra mode though. That we're
plus ultra,
right.
1,000,000%.
I mean,
So 1,000,000 and 100%.
dude,
Okay?
can I say how sad it was when he was, like losing and apologizing to his mom and All Might? I was
Yes.
like, holy shit, that's so sad.
See, the problem is like, yeah, it's sad, but at the same time, like, I don't get as emotional during those just because it's the main character. And usually like main characters are pretty much off limits until like the end of the show, where like the last episode they could possibly die. So
Yeah.
it's like those scenes, yeah, they're emotional, but they're never as emotional as they should be to me.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, I didn't think he was going to die. Well, I mean, he was close, but I was like, damn, that's how he feels. Like, I'm sorry I let you guys down because I'm about to lose. It's like, holy shit. But he pulled through.
He
He
did pull
clutched
through.
it.
And then he had to catch Kyoto with his mouth because he blew him off with the 1,000,000% power.
That was insane. And that shot where he's like standing screaming was. And Kota's like, damn, that's my hero.
Yeah, he squirted water at one point to help, okay?
He did. I mean, it gave him that split second to.
Well, now I don't think he created the smash in the rock, possibly.
You don't think he was strong?
Your
enough?
theory from last episode where the smash in the rock was caused by him. Unless he had a big water gun that day, okay?
Maybe.
He was like, "Pee, pee." The guy was like, why is there water on me? I'm wet. I don't like being wet.
He was scared, okay? He can't hard it. He's scared. Maybe when he's mad, it gets a little more force.
He couldn't perform. He was scared.
I'd be scared too with this big, bulky dude crushing someone in front of me.
But Deku does pull through, and that's the episode. They actually didn't do after credits or anything.
Right. Do you know what actually
it's
also
supposed to
makes
be.
this crazy? We don't know if All Might's going to show up. Because we're under
I
the
don't think he
impression no
That-
one
there
knows.
is you actually-
Like, we don't.
I would seem All Might would be one that would be told. Because he's like the
Right.
most trustworthy, but he might be like, oh, there's no need for me to go. Like, they're just training or whatever.
Exactly. That's what because like the first UA attack, it's like, oh, Edith got out, help's gonna arrive. We just gotta hold out. This one, it's like, holy shit! The only people there are Vlad, the Pussycats, and Aizawa. Well, half the Pussycats are. Well, one might be dead.
Dead. The other
One's out of
just-
commission.
The
and-
other two are just, they're fighting too.
Right. Aizawa, he seems out of commission. I don't think he's
Yeah,
dead.
he's fighting Davi. That one's gonna be a tough fight between those two. Personally.
Right.
Like, I don't think Davi's gonna be like easily contained.
Right. He's gonna probably burn.
And he got the sneak attack in. We didn't see how much damage that did.
Right. And then I don't know what Vlad does, so I don't-
Because we have Vlad's just kind of like another stronger dude, right? Because he wasn't he? He was training the guy that turns into rock and steel in that one.
right.
like,
Well, he's the class.
Season 2 or something like that. He was doing that.
He's the Class B homeroom teacher, I'm assuming. So he's got to be kind of. Well, he's a pro hero.
Yeah. Because they went to his pro hero school, right? Or pro hero like thing. I'm pretty sure in
Who?
the second season. Vlad, the steel guy and the rock guy went to him. I'm pretty sure.
No, they went to the guy with 4 arms. Remember, like the big, huge guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think Vlad is
I'm
fairly
just getting
new.
confused with the other big guys. I guess. You're right.
I don't think we've seen Vlad actually too
No.
much. We've seen him like in the
We saw him.
background.
Yeah, I
Like,
think we've only seen him during like some of the sessions or
yeah,
whatever.
like some of the teacher meetings.
Yeah. Um, they might have shown his power at one point, but I don't remember it. It's just been the series has been long going.
Right, because he didn't fight in the student exams, did he? I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
But yeah, so because right now we have several villains that are unlocked, like 2 against the Pussycats, 1 with Aizawa, 1 with Deku. That's 4, so there's 5 others, like or the Mummy with
Yeah,
Bakugo. So we have
yeah.
like 4 others floating around.
and we know Toga is probably because we saw her near Sue and Uraraka.
Yeah, so
So they're
that's it.
almost
So
there's like
3 floating around.
yeah,
really.
3 are just like we don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. So, woo! We'll get there next episode. But that's it for mostly discussion. You ready to jump into
I'm
scores?
ready. You want to start? Me start?
Sure. I think I'm gonna give it a 9. That's where I'm sitting. Like, holy shit! This episode, okay? Like, yesterday was just saying because it was like this episode, holy shit. Then we saw Infinity War, and that was like, holy shit. Okay, it was just holy shits yesterday. Like, the stuff that was happening in this episode, like the fight between Deku and Muscle Man was just insane. I loved it. It's my favorite fight by far. And of course all the like it was just I don't know how to explain it besides this episode was insane, dude. Like
Right.
Davi sneaking in. We got the people fighting the Pussycat gangs. Just like Ragdoll could be dead. Like Shoji Tokiyama could be dead. Like I didn't think stuff like that was gonna happen. And I truly hope they commit somewhere.
I feel like they will. I feel like you don't bring out this squad of villains and and the heroes get out unharmed. But I'll give it a 9.5. Like, it was just insane. I was watching. I was like, holy god! Like, this is crazy. That fight was amazing. I wonder if he's gonna have permanent damage on his arm. Because he went beyond with a broken arm.
Yeah, he went like 100%. They always said like, don't go 100%. Like we don't know how much we'll be able to heal you from there. And he was like, you know what? Arm exploded. Okay.
For real, like.
That's why he caught him with his mouth.
But it was just insane. Like they really came out swinging right away. Like you really feel like, holy shit, the heroes are in deep trouble. Like I don't know how they're gonna get out of this. Deku's probably out of commission after this fight, so he can't go helping people. Half the Pussycats are out of commission. Aizawa might be out of commission. They're literally at a huge disadvantage. And there's what, 3? A couple other villains we don't even know what they do or look like. Like, it's gonna be... I feel like the next few episodes are just gonna be equally as crazy, because I see no way how they're getting out of this, like, with ease.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Deku's basically out of commission now.
Yeah, he's... So, one of their top fighters, he's out. I mean, he took one out with him.
And their other top 2 are fighting one guy, the Mummy, next.
Yeah.
Who took out Tokiyami, who's like one of the other stronger ones in the class.
It's about to go down, like...
And it was at nighttime when his shadows was stronger.
Well, we assume it's Tokiyami. At least his arm.
True.
But, yeah.
It could have just been 2 Class B guys, and they're like, that were doing the scare tactics, and then they're like, oh shit, my arm's being eaten.
Man, this is about to go... This is about to be a wild ride. This whole, like, villains come to fuck us up arc. Well, I mean, that's
This is exactly what the show's been needing, in my opinion, and finally getting it.
But that's it. That's
it for the review.
bring us spiel time. This has been a long review.
Yeah, it has. As always, if you don't want your arm eaten, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like, what you would score it, anything like that. No spoilers, as we are anime viewers only. We stream over at twitch.tv. Links are in the description below. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.